Did you know something that the woman can be a pedophile as well? Yeah, you heard me right. A woman can be a pedophile as well. But us women can easily, cross this line and nobody can tell women can slide through the cracks of the system, being a teacher or being a mom.
Women are predators too. And I feel like it's absolutely disgusting how many men I've talked to and told me they were a victim of abuse as a child. And other grown women in the neighborhood knew that they were preying on these boys and did nothing.
It's serious. Now we're talking serious stuff as always in this channel. It's segmented in two parts, my reaction videos and life lessons. Yeah, welcome to my channels, my lovelies, and please subscribe, like, share, comment. Feel free to comment, and let's start this video. Welcome. Well, yeah, it's a very deep topic, and I saw on TikTok, I see on social media now there is more awareness that the women might be really a pedophile, really hidden pedophiles. If you have a teacher and you feel something strange, even the movies, I will remember some of them. There is a French movie, a teacher was in love with a student. I was a list of the movie. It was like slide through the cracks, Maybe it's okay, the teacher to be in love with her student platonically. And what it helps, what if, and what she acts on it? What if you be seduced by a young boy? Is that normal? Is that happening? Is that still happening in the world? Because as far as we can tell, the men are always accused to be pedophiles.
I also really quick, before I go smoke, want to talk about the fact that there are multiple female predators on this app who are continuing their weirdo predatory behavior and not getting any sort of repercussion for it. Seen it with multiple content creators, corn creators, was messing around with somebody that was 19 years old. That is a little boy. Regardless if this person is a consenting adult, a barely legal 18 or 19-year-old is not aware enough that he is being manipulated by somebody who is way older. Sherbino, for reference, is 35 years old, hanging around teenagers.
So it's kind of obvious when they are, and when they do the crime, that they are pedophiles. Yes. And some of them, maybe, I don't know, I'll be like flat on this, maybe 80% of them are in prison and go out and do the wrong one, of course. So should they be locked for life? Yes, because it is disease which is not be cured. And now the social media with young female models, they're claiming that they are about 18 years old on the platforms like OF or other platforms. They are like mature enough to make their own decisions, even if you are a baby. I'm sorry guys, if you're watching at 21, you're still a baby.
I've talked to a lot of pedophiles in my career, and when they can't access child porn, do you know what they use? The New York Times did an investigation of child influencers. You can't have an Instagram account if you're under 13, so parents are running accounts for children. Companies will send you clothing to put on your kids. If you post your kid in that outfit, you can make $3,000 on one post.
You can and should make serious decisions, but you're still like growing, and puberty just kicks at the age of 13 to 14, depends of the female body or male body. That basically you're just a kid, even if you have 21 and you are mature enough to decide for yourself. Even creepy thing is that amongst the men pedophiles are also the men between 26 years old, and 35 years old, which sounds like young guy, right? Sounds young and looking to, girls who are like 8 to 15, younger the better for in their mind. But if they are not the subject of this video today, the women are. Now I'm looking at you. Women, I'm looking at you. I'm seeing like on TikTok and social media creepy stories. I mean, mothers who are like claiming they're in love with their sons.
Well, I told him at first I told Carlos that I'm sorry, I don't know how you react to this. I'm your mom and you're my son, and I am falling in love with him. He said, "Are you really?" I said, "Yes, I am." He said, "You know what? I was scared to let you know too. I am too." He was too, falling in love with me, with his mom, and I was falling in love with my son.
And bathing them becomes the problem because she's go aroused and she go publicly to tell her problem. I mean, it's not like I'm here inventing the stories about this. This is the fact. I mean, maybe she's lying, maybe she's doing for the clicks. I don't know, but for sure there is some moms who are like excited by bathing their sons. I don't have kids yet, but I think it's up to a point when you should leave your husband, if you have them, or some male figure to wash. Even then it could be strange, but at some certain age the child should be able to wash themselves, right? And I know the stories how she nursing him, for example, for 3 to 5 years, which is what you still have milk after 5 years when you give birth to a baby. Crazy to me. But hey, life is crazy totally, and all of us are fucking crazy. Just we are acting all of us are acting in a certain way, not to be seen as a crazy one, of course, but I don't see we all crazy, but we all have like some kind of disturbance in our brain in our brain chemistry. So yeah, and certain fantasies, which should be fantasies mean it's in a realm just in your head. It just stays in your head and you don't play on it. That's it. Not just play on it, I'm sorry, act upon it. I mean, really do the act of showing the interest towards the younger and showing the interest towards your children or child. Anyhow, the point and the moral of the story is that you should talk to a professional about this. It's totally normal. If you are a member of the church, you should contact your priest to talk about it on religious kind of matters as well. You should really ask for help because it's a serious issue. I mean, all women, come on, it's a serious issue if you have that tendency towards your child or towards another child, especially if you're working in a line of having lots of kids around you, if it's a nursery, if it's like lots of jobs, I cannot even name them, working with the children, pediatrics as well, working with the children, and they're exposed to arousal, like there. I mean, they can be aroused and you don't even know when you're taking your kids to the pediatric that he or she will be aroused. Right, it's very scary to me to even comprehend that I have a kid who is going to the school and the school teacher is a pedophile. And maybe she don't even realize she is a pedophile, all right? But these tendencies can be a block. I don't think about the medication, but with a cognitive therapy with your psychiatrist or therapist. I don't really believe in pills that much, that the pills can really cure disease. Yeah, disease is like not psychiatric kind of point, but if there are like schizophrenic or histrionic history in your family, that you have that kind of the disease, that I mean, the drugs are fine, I mean, administered with a professional, but this is very tricky because this is hidden. This is hidden disease, and I'm really sorry for these people. I mean, really sorry, because this condition probably bound them to behave in a certain way and do certain stuff we don't even know. Now they're coming out, and I mean now because of the social media, I said now they're coming up and saying about their problem and is that right or wrong, and how should they be helped. As said, as a professional in this field, I'm professional in a couple therapy, but still, if one of the couples have that tendency, I will transfer them to the special other therapist who is more about this kind of stuff. But still wanted to make this video just to push the awareness in the air, and for you just to think a little bit that among your child or among you is a female predator or pedophile. I mean, I said that they shouldn't act upon it. It should be just a fantasy. If it is a fantasy, this fantasy have the block in the brain, and you should be mature enough to say to yourself, it's not normal and I shouldn't act upon it. That's it. And as we watch other people's opinions, I mean, I'm up for the debate. Please leave a comment down. What do you think about this topic? Should be strict measures before personnel who are working with kids should be examined in a special way by the therapist. Are they equivalent to doing the job, what they're doing? Do they have previous conditions and problems with their own children? And especially moms, when we see in social media, like talking about how she's aroused by her child. I mean, I think it's kind of a difference. Please leave a comment if you are disagreeing with me. Let's put the debate in the comments, because I like debating. You could be against me or with me. I don't care. Just I want this topic to go on and push awareness over towards it. But like, is it the same or different? Like, if that mom is aroused by her son, who is 3 years old and not able to defend himself, and same as like mom who is having a 21 or 30 years old son and being aroused by him or her. I mean, I heard more stories that the females are on to men than less on to women, but same stuff. I mean, you're a pedophile if the gap is so vast. Even sometimes I was thinking when I'm dating a very older guys. I mean, that was older guys. I was like 21, they were like 35, and not necessarily they were a pedophile. I mean, because there was mutual, you know, likeningness and agreements, and you know, I like him, he likes me. But if it's one-way street that other person is not consenting to something, especially this child cannot consent to the sex act or any kind of act which is not a motherly figure act or like teacher act, I mean, it's abusive behavior. So let me know in the comments what you think about it. Please share, subscribe. It means a lot to me to grow the channel and for you just to click away from the happiness of a little girl from the little village downtown. So see you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.